Ground Zero, the label of the future, nigga.
Yo, with J1Hunnit, man, I'm tapped in with Ground Zero, man, Arkansas business, man. Y'all tap in, fuck with my guys.
Yeah, so when you spending time in Detroit, is it a major culture difference from out there and back in Arkansas?
Hey, yeah, man, cause you know we deep in the South, man. So it's the country, man. Not to say it's a big difference as far as the shit that go on in typical city life and shit, but it's just different for us because we come from small town shit, you know what I'm saying? We come from not really seeing shit. So when you go to these different cities and shit, it just be eye-opening. Shit be way different, though.
Growing up in South Arkansas, you mentioned Smackover. How was that for you? Like,
You know, growing up in places like Smackover and, you know, Arkansas got a lot of small-ass country towns. And these little towns, we don't really have, let me just speak on Smackover. Like, Smackover is one corner store, one stoplight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really shit. We ain't got no food place, no restaurants.
so y'all ain't got no Walmart.
Hell nah, you gotta go to El Dorado, which ain't far to, you know what I'm saying? Now that I've been in the city and shit, you go back down home, they be feeling like them little 5, 10, 15
Everything
minutes.
here in Texas, 30,
You get what I'm
45
saying? They be
minutes
feeling like that shit is a distance. But now that I done been a couple places and shit and I go back home, that shit really ain't far at all. But you gotta go to the next town. Like, I also grew up in El Dorado and shit, so you gotta go from Smackover to El Dorado to get to the Walmarts and the McDonald's and all that shit like that. So it's just different, man. It's just, you know, we really come from nothing. You feel me? And I don't mean nothing as in like the struggle. I feel like everybody had their similar struggles in our black communities and shit, but just if you come from Arkansas, you really, I think we really understand coming from nothing. Like, we really don't have shit, you know what I'm saying?
So would you say Arkansas one of the poorest states? Like when it comes to us?
I feel like, man, I call that shit like, I call home the land of the forgotten, man. When you speak on Arkansas and other places, they damn near act like they heard about a ghost or some shit. Like, people don't really speak on Arkansas, what's going on in Arkansas, man. When you speak on Arkansas, you think banging in Little Rock or something. You really don't think of nothing else, you know what I'm saying? You just think country, you don't really think of nothing major, you know what I'm saying? People not just talking about Arkansas as a state. We just not getting that through the music and shit, I feel like.
Now that it's like that, do you feel like it's gonna be, you know, more talent exposed coming out the state? Not just music.
Yeah. Like you say, not just music, man. It's gonna be a lot of talent coming out the state, man. We always had it. It's just we need them platforms, you know. We just need to put ourselves on a bigger pedestal and really take it there like the rest of these places and, you know, come together. It's all about unity and shit like that.
You mentioned platforms. Are you tapped in with any platforms in Arkansas that you're aware of?
Man, I'm really tapped in with y'all, man. You know, Gutta been doing this thing for years. Who else we got? Is Spade TV from Arkansas?
Yeah, I think you from down your way, actually. Shit,
Yeah,
somewhere.
I fuck with Spade.
Somewhere.
I really believe them the only 3 platforms we got. Honestly, if you know some more, please let me know.
Yeah, it's a couple
I need
more.
to tap
Shout out
in
my boy
for
TV
sure.
Cammy, but shit, it's a couple more. But like you said, shit, that's major right now. Especially now's the time that you want to be shit, you know, popping your shit, grinding.
Yeah.
When it comes to Arkansas though, are you tapped in with any artists from the state?
Hey, yeah, man, I'm tapped in with a lot of niggas, man. I've been, you know, Arkansas real small, so we kind of all been knowing each other, and we seen each other come up and do the grind and shit, and was able to maneuver like, and I ain't even just saying it because you're like my nigga C Mad, man. I heard about C Mad, RPC Strugs. I did a song with C Strugs, man, shit was years ago, you know what I'm saying, but I heard about C Mad through him. That's one of the first things, C Strug asked me, he was like, man, you heard of C Mad and shit? I'm like, I gotta go get on that shit. I've been on him ever since. I also met 11 Money Fats out here in Dallas. That's just crazy how shit be linking up, but he ended up moving back home and now he doing this thing. And my nigga Bag Rich School up in El Dorado, and you know, it's a lot of niggas, man. I fuck with the state for sure, man. We working. Big shout out to you know, Bankroll Freddie. He was kind of the first artist we had to really just put us on a big platform, big pedestal, you know, somebody to actually really break out the state to a major. So, man, Arkansas as a whole, we doing good right now, man. There's more names to mention, but, you know, that's from my perspective, you know, that's what I got my eyes on.
The talk of the state right now being, you know, who paved the way for the state. You know, you personally, you sitting back, you know, not just recently, but I mean, you know, just who would you say has made, I don't know, shit, the biggest impact for others, I say.
Man, like I said, I'm a real Arkansas baby, so I go back to saying shit like L-Dog Hogs and shit like that, and you feel me, and all type of shit. But if we gonna talk about the current situation, I mean, it can't be left without mentioning, you know, Bankroll Freddie definitely has impacted the state and is doing his thing. Now, we got other artists that's breaking out, like myself. You know, I just signed to a Detroit label and shit, and you got niggas like I say, you got niggas like C-Mad, Bad Rich School Up, 1100 Fats. These are names that I hear when I'm not in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So that shit big to me. You know what I'm saying? OGCK. You know what I'm saying? I hear these names when I'm not in the state. So I feel like everybody doing their due diligence, but if we just gonna speak on, you know, who paving the way, I feel like, you know, I'ma just say as a whole, we all doing our thing, man. But I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's just one thing that done boom the whole state out. Cause truth be told, man, we still kind of in the shadows, man. To be real with you, I feel like the work ain't done yet.
What you feel like is gonna have to happen?
Definitely a lot of coming together. You know, putting that pride to the side, actually working with upcoming artists and shit like that. Building our platforms up. Like, we need these platforms that the other states got that can really make a difference, from the post to the media and all that shit. We need to build our platforms up, and I feel like those two things will really just do it, man. And, you know, if everybody just go about doing this music shit the right way, have all their business together and shit, I feel like we breaking that barrier right now. You know, it ain't gonna be too long before Arkansas really just a well-known, because we getting talked about in a lot of rooms right now. I just know that for a fact because I've been maneuvering it. I fuck with a lot of people in the industry right now. And we getting talked about in a lot of rooms. That's for sure.
Most definitely. Having those industry connections, though, like, how does it make you feel as an artist? Knowing that, you know, like you said, we from Arkansas, we come from shit, but, you know, now you getting out, you moving around, you networking, and, you know, shit, like you just mentioned, you just signed a deal with a Detroit label. That's big.
Yeah. I feel like I just look at it as all work, man. Taking the necessary steps to get yourself in a better situation, man. You know, it's a lot of opportunities out here. You just got to make yourself available to them. So that's how I feel like I maneuver my way in, man. I just took the knowledge that I studied and learned and applied it to myself, and it took me to the next level. One thing I can majorly say is, though, the first thing you're going to have to really do is get you some income, and just once you got some money to invest, just come up with you a good plan, man. It's going to take you there. But as far as them industry connects and shit like that, man, I just feel like I got that shit from networking, man. Just really putting myself in places that I couldn't be in if I ain't pay to get in there. That's just how I feel about it.
Most definitely. So, you know, real quick, go ahead and let the people know what they can expect.
Man, I'm finna drop this modern day classic, man. You know, I just dropped that news you can use. Every tape gonna come hard and shit. I got a lot of shit on the way, man. A lot of big features, a lot more new music, man. You can just expect a lot from me, man. I'm coming hard for the rest of the year, this fourth quarter, man. So just stay tuned in, man.
We're gonna let the people know they can find you on social media.
At the real J1Hunnit on Instagram. Same thing for Twitter. YouTube, J1Hunnit. You know, all the music on all streaming platforms, man. Just type in J1Hunnit, all that shit gonna pop up.